Good Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up on this Tuesday. We have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and today, in an entertainment spotlight, you're being part of my conversation with singer and songwriter Miles Gannett. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Tuesday headlines. In Mississippi news, Mississippi's Bobby Rush wins second Grammy. Jackson, Mississippi's own Bobby Rush has won his second Grammy Award. The 87-year-old song, Rawer Than Raw, won the Best Traditional Blues Album category. Rush won his first Grammy in 2017 at the age of 83. He also has an autobiography coming out soon called I Ain't Studying Ya. Also on Sunday, Beyonce and Taylor Swift both made history at the 2021 show. In a related story, in Ladies' Night, Beyonce and Swift make history as others win big. Female performers, including Beyonce and Taylor Swift, had a record-making night at the 2021 Grammy Awards, a jam-packed but socially distant show highlighted by live music sorely absent during the pandemic era. 4 women won the top 4 prizes Sunday, including Swift, who became the first female performer to win Album of the Year 3 times. Beyonce, with her 28th win, became the most decorated woman in Grammy history. Her won Song of the Year, and Billie Eilish picked up her second consecutive Record of the Year honor, telling the audience that Best New Artist winner Megan Thee Stallion deserved the award. The women have won all 4 top awards in the past, including Eilish's sweep last year. It marked the first time 4 separate and solo women won the top 4 honors. Swift won the top prize with Folklore, the folky alternative album she released as a surprise last year. She previously won Album of the Year with Fearless in 1989. Beyonce walked into the show with 24 wins and picked up 4 honors, including Best R&B Performance for Black Parade, Best Music Video for Brown Skin Girl, as well as Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song for Savage with Megan Thee Stallion. In national news, 2 charged in assault of Capitol officer who died after riot. U.S. officials have arrested and charged 2 men with assaulting U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick with bear spray during the January 6 riot, but they do not know yet whether it caused the officer's death. The 2 men were arrested on Sunday. They were scheduled to appear in federal court on yesterday. The idea that Sicknick died after being sprayed by chemical irritant has emerged in recent weeks as a new theory in the case. The arrests of the closest federal prosecutors have come to identifying and charging anyone associated with the deaths that happened during and after the riot. 5 people died, including a woman who was shot by a police officer inside the Capitol. But many rioters are facing charges of injuring police officers who were attacked with bats, sprayed with irritants, punched and kicked, and rammed with metal gates meant to keep the insurrectionists from the Capitol. In more national news, Vice President Harris and Jill Biden hit the road to promote relief plan. President Joe Biden kicked off the White House effort to highlight the benefits of his huge COVID relief plan Monday, declaring that hope is here in real and tangible ways as his administration began fanning out across the country to promote the new spending. Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris and their spouses have begun an ambitious cross-country tour this week to promote the $1.9 trillion plan as a way to battle the coronavirus and boost the economy. The road show, dubbed the Help Is Here tour by the White House, began on Monday with Harris heading to a COVID-19 vaccination site and a culinary academy in Las Vegas, and First Lady Jill Biden touring a New Jersey elementary school. In more national news, U.S. to house up to 3,000 immigrant teens at Dallas site. The U.S. government plans to use the downtown Dallas Convention Center to hold up to 3,000 immigrant teenagers as sharply higher numbers of border crossings have severely strained the current capacity to hold youths, according to a memo obtained by the Associated Press. The Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center will be used for up to 90 days, beginning as early as this week, according to written notification sent to members of the Dallas City Council on Monday. Federal agencies will use the facility to house boys ages 15 to 17, according to the memo, which describes the soon-to-open site as a decompression center. And finally, in business news, Pelosi pledges swift work on major infrastructure package. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has pledged swift work by Congress on a job and infrastructure package that will be fiscally sound, but said she isn't sure whether the next major item on President Joe Biden's agenda will attract Republican backing. Road and bridge building legislation has a long history of support from both parties as lawmakers aim to deliver on projects back home. But Republicans seem to disagree with Biden's focus on the environment and the possibility of financing any program with debt after the government borrowed heavily to address the coronavirus pandemic. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Mary Ellen, it's all yours.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. All the answers are within you. Many of you seek answers to life questions by looking outside of yourself. You give yourself reasons why you can't have the life you desire. You give other people excuses and reasons for mistreating you or letting you down. Trusting your knowings, God's voice, your inner wisdom, may be awkward at first, particularly if you grew up around people who taught you to always look to others for your own answers. All of us have exclusive access to our inner knowing, to the voice of God. The only thing you have to do is listen. Be patient as you relearn to hear, receive, understand your internal guidance system. When you trust yourself for all your answers, you will instinctively know what is right for you. Today, know the answers you seek can be found by answering your own questions. And remember, enjoy the day.
Miles Gannett is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight, right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Singer and songwriter Miles Gannett joined me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about his brand new project called Meridian. Here's a bit of our conversation. What has it been like for you to see the way that people are responding to the new music?
It's been great. You know, it's just getting started. I think the single, the title track Meridian came out. I want to say it was about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and it's been getting great response from people who like country music and Americana music and rock music. So it's been I've been happy with it so far.
As I mentioned, you know, the album is, of course, about a visit to my home state of Mississippi. I want to talk to you before we get more into that about storytelling in particular. Have you always known that telling stories through music was something that you wanted to do, Miles?
Well, I've always known that I wanted to write songs and express something through music, but I think it's I've been writing songs since I was very young. But I think it's mostly in the past decades when I started listening to singer-songwriters like John Prine and Townes Van Zandt that I really got more interested in the storytelling aspect of that.
Mm-hmm. What was that like for you to bring people together, Miles? Because you did several lives last year and even going into this year. What was it like for you to have that connection through music with people, even though you all were connected virtually?
It was great. I was doing a weekly live stream. At first, I was doing every Saturday for 3 hours, which was turned out to be a little bit much, but I kept that up for a couple of months.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll have you guys on tomorrow with more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make it a great one.